Once you have entered your PDP evaluation plan page, you will select the professional development plan container. The first step to the professional development plan is optional. It is your self-assessment. This is an opportunity for teachers to reflect on their practice by reviewing the professional practices within their rubric and determine their strengths and areas for improvement. The teacher may use this reflection as an opportunity to think about what areas they would want to work on in their professional development to grow as a professional. Again, this is completely optional. If the teacher chooses to participate in the self-assessment, they may also share and finalize with their supervisor, and the supervisor can see their reflective thoughts. That also is optional. If you select the self-assessment container, it will take you to a new window in which you would select the Start button. Self-assessment allows you to rate yourself for each of the 22 components. From the drop-down menu in the center, you would select the rating you think you are at based on the rubric, and then you can select on the edit box, and it will drop down a text box for you to enter your evidence supporting your rating you gave yourself. Once you have finished evaluating each of the 22 components for yourself and giving yourself a rating and providing the evidence, you will save the changes and then finalize it. In addition to that, you have the choice to whether or not you want to share your self-reflection through this self-assessment with your evaluator. That again is optional. When you have made all those decisions, then you will click the Save and Exit button. Then you will select the Back button. When you have finished with your self-assessment, or if you chose not to do that, you would then select the Professional Development Plan Beginning of Year container. Select the New button. You will be provided with a series of questions to select from. Each text box and drop-down menu that has an asterisk in front of the statement is a required field that needs to be completed. You are required to have two goals, the first one being a student achievement goal and the second one being a professional growth activity goal. You may choose to have additional goals, but those are optional. Finish filling out all the required fields, you will go to the bottom right corner of the screen and choose Save and Exit. You will be taken to a screen where you can preview the responses. You can choose to edit it. You can actually choose to delete it, or you can move on by clicking the Back button. When you get to the next page, you will scroll to the bottom and you will see the Accept button. Click that. You'll be taken to the main PDP container page, and you will notice that the Professional Development Plan Beginning of the Year step has been turned green and has the Submit button there. Click the Submit button and that will send your PDP to your evaluator. Your evaluator will receive an email notifying them that your PDP is ready for review and awaiting for their acceptance and submission. When you select the Submit button, you will notice that the current step moves to the Administrator Beginning of the Year signature container. After your administrator has reviewed your plan, accepted it, and submitted, you will notice that the Professional Development Plan End of the Year container changes to Current Step. This is where you would take over. Throughout the year or at the very end of the year, you may enter information to complete your PDP. You are ready to enter information into your PDP to close it out. You will select the Professional Development Plan End of Year Review container. It will take you to this screen here, and you will select the New button. After you have completed all the required fields, which are marked with an asterisk, you will scroll to the bottom of the screen, and in the bottom left corner you will see Save and Exit. Select that. You'll then be taken to a screen where you can preview your responses. Scroll to the bottom, and towards the bottom right corner you'll see the Accept button. Select that. Once you have selected the Accept button, you'll be taken back to the main PDP container, and you will see that the Professional Development Plan End of Year Review is in green and the Submit button is there. When you select the Submit button, it will send the PDP final report to your evaluator for review and for acceptance. After you have submitted your PDP, the current step notation will appear on the administrator end of the year container. When your administrator has reviewed your PDP and has accepted it and submitted it, you will notice that there will be a green check mark to the left of that container. All along the process, as each step is completed, green check marks are indicated to the left of each step. At this time, you have completed your PDP and no further action is required.